Joe Scarborough and a case of the Mondays. What is Markowski talking about now? Well, fans of the movie Office Space will understand this completely. See, I couldn't put a title out for a podcast that would go on to Google and I saying that, Joe Scarborough needs his ass kicked. So I had to phrase it this way. In the movie in the movie Office Space, there was a scene that, well, again, the guys would come into work and there was a secretary that was there. And the secretary would say, "Oh, sounds like you got a case of the Mondays." And again, everybody would be like, "What are you talking? What is this lady saying?" Just miserable because they all hated their job. Anyway, he's talking to his friend, neighbor there. They're having a beer together. And the guy's in construction. He's like, if you go to work, does anybody ever say to you, "Sounds like you have a case of the Mondays"? Construction worker's like, no, man. You say something like that, you're going to get your ass kicked. Anyway, I thought about that. I thought about Joe Scarborough because, man, oh, man. The guy went on a 20-minute rant going after Elon Musk and Vivek, who are volunteering their time to save taxpayers' money, and saying how ridiculous what they're doing is. Honestly, if there was any media person that really needed an ass kicking up. Anyway, I'm just going to pull down just a couple things from today. I'm actually thinking about making it a regular thing here. I'll just start finding waste and fraud and whatnot and stuff that we can get rid of. It's amazing to me. Well, again, not only that, just our time. Just wasting our time. You ever click on C-SPAN? Yeah, I gave it to Josh Hawley about his ridiculous airline hearing nonsense. Here we go again. Still in North Carolina, people sleeping in tents. FEMA workers are staying in hotels and fancy trailers. People are staying in tents. But yesterday, if you flipped on C-SPAN, they were having a long, dragged out procedure about what? No, not helping people from North Carolina. They were renaming a post office in Baltimore. That's they're doing. And Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was, giving a nice long speech talking about renaming a post office in Baltimore. Again, you're honoring somebody by naming a post. Again, that says a lot about you. If I die and somebody names a post office after, honestly, I'm going to come back and haunt you. All right, I'm gonna be poltergeist, man. The ground's going to get nuts. They're here anyway. 6% of federal workers show up to work in person. 6%. One more time. 6% of federal workers show up in person. Here's a random one as well. A WatchDog group says the EPA must step up oversight of the clean school bus program. They gave $800 million to schools to buy clean, mostly electric school buses. Where'd the money go? They didn't buy the buses. I don't know. Maybe they're putting, beer taps and bars in the teachers' lounges for crying out loud. Could be. But that $800 million go missing. United States, highest healthcare administrative costs per capita, the entire world. I can go on here. I grabbed this one too because we've got a lot of listeners in the state of Virginia. I get a lot of emails from people in the state of Virginia. This is University of Virginia. This is their DEI staff and what they're getting paid. The Senior Associate Dean and Global Chief Diversity Officer, $587,000 a year. I'll go right on down the list. I'm not going to name all these. These are all DEI I don't know what they do. What could you possibly effing do all day long? First one, 587,000. Next one, 521,000. Next one, 405,000. Next one, 291,000. 276,000. 268,000. 242,000. 231,000. 223,000. 216,000. That is the DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion, staff at the University of Virginia. You want me to go through a staff? I'm going to start doing it on a regular basis. We're going to just start doing DOGE reports, waste and fraud. But anyway, yeah, Joe Scarborough, you are that case of the Mondays person. WatchDog and WallStreet.com.